Yeah, this Primo Blue
Chapo Work, y'all sign?
We just jumped out the porch with Dirty Girl Bastard.
Oh yeah.
All right, so we got my boys Primo Blue and Chapo Work jumping off the porch with us today. Welcome, guys.
Yeah, man.
Pleasure to be here. Pleasure to be here.
I appreciate y'all pulling up on us too, man.
Most definitely, most definitely.
So first off, how we feeling today too?
Man, great. You know what I'm saying?
Kind of fucked up a little bit in Puerto Rico. I've been partying out there, man, a week straight, but you know how it go.
Yeah, I was checking out the gram, man. Y'all was popping it big out there,
Most
man.
definitely.
It was your birthday too, right, Chapo?
It was my birthday, man. So what I told the homie, I'm like, man, we better get $1 million yacht and just fucking be all over the beaches, all in Puerto Rico, San Juan, everywhere, and we just gonna have fun, enjoying our freedom, you know what I'm saying, with our family, especially our close ones, and that's exactly what we did.
For real.
We had fun, bro. Like, it was like you said, too much goddamn drinking, too much partying, but we spent it the right way, you know what I'm saying? We spent it the right way.
Yeah. Was that you guys' first time in Puerto Rico too, or?
Yep.
Yeah, man.
Good.
Hey, my boy said he done with mofongo. He done ate so much damn mofongo. He said, I don't even want to see mofongo no more.
Puerto Rico was lit, you know. It was a cool player vibe. That shit get wicked out there too, though.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I ended up in a real fucked up neighborhood, but you know, it was everything worked out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it's real player, like the club scenes and all that shit, real player.
Yeah, I saw a clip. Y'all was on stage. I don't know if y'all was performing, but y'all was turning up on stage too.
Man, it's funny you said that, right? Our manager, Tyson, he was like, look, we better turn this whole goddamn shit up. So we buying bottles after bottles. And then he was like, man, we buying too many goddamn bottles, man. We better just take over the whole stage. He pushed up on the DJ. And you know, they started seeing like, oh yeah, these Hispanics over here, they real player. Like they have emotion. We better see what they talking about. They played our song. He literally told all three of us, my boy Texas, all of us to get on stage, and then the crowd just went crazy. They started pulling out their cameras, recording us, and we just had we literally took over the whole goddamn club. We took over Puerto Rico, you know what I'm saying? It was definitely a vibe though, man. Yeah. Definitely a vibe. They were fucking with it.
Nah, look like you did it right for your birthday, man.
No,
you
definitely right for my birthday. Spent too much money too, goddamn. Shit.
But hey, the memory's gonna last forever.
Exactly.
Yeah,
no,
you're gonna splurge that money on something, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly. No, definitely.
Yeah, so you guys have a real interesting story, man. Actually, all four of you guys met while locked up, is that right?
Yeah, so we all met in prison. We was all in the same state camp, Georgia state camp.
Okay.
And we all come from 20 plus years, you know what I'm saying? Like, I had 30, bro had 30, which had 20 something, 20, my boy had 20 something.
True.
So, you know, that shit's really rare that a lot of motherfuckers come home from that and still be clicked up together, you know what I'm saying? Because motherfuckers don't make it out, they die. They fucking hang themselves in there, you know what I'm saying? So you know how it goes. Yeah. So that's like part of our story that, hey, we all came from prison and we all came together, you know what I'm saying?
Oh shit.
So yeah.
And all of you guys are from different places in Georgia, is that right too?
Yeah, so I grew up in a small town. It's a little bit outside of Macon, Warner Robins, but I just moved up here to Atlanta, you know?
Gotcha.
And then I was born in Atlanta, Georgia, Bone Road to be exact, but I grew up in Marietta. It's a hood called Clay Drive.
Okay.
We call it Little Mexico. It's a trailer park, you know what I'm saying? You see I'm represented. This is my actual brand, Clay Drive Young and Entertainment.
Okay.
You know, we got the whole trailer park in the back, you know what I'm saying?
Oh shit.
So this is like this is my baby. This is where I jumped off the porch at. This is where I did everything at, where I learned how to do everything and just like be a man, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so I take Clay Drive, like, it's more than just like a hood to me, it's a family. So, and when I tell you, I scream Clay Drive everywhere I go. I'm in Puerto Rico telling you, nigga, Clay Drive. We here, hey, you talking about the trailer park, you know what I'm saying? And them trailer park boys have motion, and I take it very like serious when it comes to like where I grew up at. And that's how we making it, you know what I'm saying? We have more motion in the ocean. These fuck niggas need lotion. Yeah, that beat. Oh yeah.
and Chapo, you're Honduran, right?
Yep.
Okay.
My whole family's from Honduras, La Ceiba, to be exact. And my mom actually came down here when she was 16, and she landed in Atlanta, Georgia.
Oh shit.
Yeah, and that's why when she did have me and my brother, we we actually was born in Northside Hospital. And then after a couple of years, she moved us to Marietta, and that's how we landed on Clay Drive, the trailer park in Marietta.
Gotcha. Is there a big Honduran population, here in Atlanta?
There is over there in Buford Highway mostly.
Okay.
In Marietta, you might have more Salvadorians. There's Central America as well, is right next to Honduras. But not too many Hondurans are in Marietta. You mostly could catch them in Gwinnett probably.
Okay.
But in Marietta, Atlanta, not too many, but you will see some.
Okay.
Yeah.
So talk about your upbringing, like what were you into as a kid and all that too, man?
Oh man, like when I was a kid, man, I ain't gonna lie, I was on the bullshit. What really made me calm down when I went to prison. When I went to prison, it made me like get right in my mind. I started getting more into like businesses, trying to accumulate different ways on how to get money so I won't go back to prison. But when I was young, I was just like, I started doing music. I used to go in the woods in the trailer park, just, with the homies. We used to smoke and freestyle in the woods. I didn't take it serious, and because I was in the streets, And when you're in the streets, man, the only thing you thinking about is how you gonna get that next dollar. I wasn't thinking about taking nothing serious at the point if it ain't about my money. And then like when I got older, that's when I really started calming down, learning how to do different things, and being around good people. That's what it really boils down to, because when you're around the wrong crowd, they're gonna tell you to do some dumb shit, crash out, and we ain't on that type of time. All my partners, we real players. We all about getting money, take care of our families, and trying to move forward, man.
I dig that,
Yeah.
man. Yeah. So Primo, talk about Warren Robbins, man. Like, I drive by, going down to Florida, but that's all I know about.
So I really bounced around, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Okay.
I done lived in Texas, I done lived in Florida, I lived in Memphis for a little bit.
Oh, shit.
So I done bounced around a little bit, So it ain't too many Hispanics down there. I'm Mexican and Cuban, though. So a lot of people don't know that. They just think I'm Mexican, but I'm Mexican and Cuban. I grew up fucked up, I'm gonna be real with you. I grew up in the street. A lot of cats I grew up with older, so by the time I'm into more hand licks and shit like that, and I just grew up real streetwise. I wasn't really into sports. I'm what they call a state baby. Like the state really raised me, like from RYDC to RYDC to YDC to county to prison to prison. So I kind of had a break from that, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was like, man, I'm sick of that shit, I don't want to do that shit no more. But that's why I say prison was a lesson, but it was a blessing at the same time, because they had to give me a long time for me to realize that, like, hey man, you playing, you know what I'm saying? Like, they just gave me, at 18 years old, they gave me a 30-year sentence. So they like, hey, I ain't even lived 20 years, they just gave your ass 30, you playing. So I had to take that into consideration, be like, hey, I need to chill out, you know what I'm saying? Like, that ain't where I want to be at, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But you know how it goes, man. I went to prison, and, I linked up with these guys, and what's crazy, like I said, none of us are from the same city, we never knew each other. Bro from Athens, bro from Marietta, he from Marietta, and they didn't know each other, and we didn't know each other, we just happened to hit the dorm, and just, eventually we just clicked up, and we just started chopping it up, and, that's how it goes.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Did you guys hit it off right away? Was it like?
So, let me explain something to you. So, in prison in Georgia is different from Cali and Texas, because all Hispanics is like, whenever you hit prison, it's kind of like, in Georgia, it's like, all Hispanics, they're kind of like, hey, what's up, what's good, you know what I'm saying? Chop it up with you, whatever, whatnot, And then again, you kind of have where the gangs separate. Even though you're Hispanic, the gangs should separate, but we still all ride together. No matter what gang you are in Georgia, if you're Hispanic, you're gonna ride together. I don't care what you say. If you're a homie, you're Norteño, you're Land King, whatever, you're gonna ride together. And if you're not with the program, then understand you're not bigger than the program, you know what I'm saying? So we didn't ever look at it like that, you know what I'm saying? Like, even though me and bro homie or whatever, whatnot, we never looked at it like that. It's just more like, we was on some more get money shit, like, when you get money, we get money. So we was already together, you know what I'm saying? But, that's just how it goes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Funny thing you said that, right? We all literally linked up differently. We all met in prison, like, in different weird ass ways, and you'll be like, what the hell? Me and Primo met when I was actually on the soccer field. We were playing soccer. He was walking down the goddamn the sidewalk, and he was walking down the side block, and I just pushed up. Something told me just push up on him. Hey, bro, ¿qué tal? So like, where you come from, where you at, you know what I'm saying? He was like, bro, I'm in such and such dorm. I'm like, yeah, bro, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, hey, man, come down here, bro. We better, like, come to my dorm, bro. We gonna have some more. It's a hell of motion in my dorm, you know what I'm saying? His vibe, his energy was just lit, You could tell right away when an individual, like, on the bullshit and when an individual really on some, he one of them dudes that really trying to get some money and, like, not be on some, like, I just want a handout type shit. No, he really gonna stand on business and he gonna get him some money and he gonna stand on his own 10 toes, you feel me? And then I seen that and that's what made me push up on Primo. And then a couple months went by, he come to my dorm and we just hit it off right then and there. We actually started talking about the time that we both had. And then he was telling me that he was going back to court trying to give his time back. And then I was telling him about my situation. And that's how the whole conversation came about, And then after that, we just clicked. And then, we were just on the same page. We both trying to get out. We both trying to get some money and take care of our family.
Yeah.
And the way me and Tyson met, this shit is funny. He actually pulled up to the dorm on the bullshit. He come in the dorm trying to stab motherfuckers and just get, like, he trying to get everybody heads off. Like, literally, like, a real life hitman type shit, you know what I'm saying? And he pulls up, he walk in my room, I'm literally sitting on my bunk, I got my slippers on. And then he goes all the way to the back of my room. Remind you, I don't know him like that. So he just walk in straight to my room, literally go to the back window and put his feet like this and like this. He big as hell. Do you see how he look? He big as hell, swole. You got a swole Mexican on the back of my room like this, and I got slippers on sitting down on my bunk. While I'm talking to him, I'm literally putting on my goddamn shoes. I'm like, yeah, bro, I'm keeping it cool. I don't know what type of time he on, you know what I'm saying? So, I'm putting my shoes on, and then we go to talking. He actually asking me about another situation, and I'm like, yeah, woo, and I'm going to, explain to him, the whole situation. The whole time, I'm thinking he just about to, stall on me or, stall and just hit me. So I'm getting right. But he wasn't even on that type of time. And then when we had that little situation going on, after that, we just, we were like this. That's my dog. Now, he actually our manager right now.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, he manages us. And it's just so funny because the way, like I told you, the way we all got our own little story. The way I met Texas, he actually was like, was I on the yard también, carnal? Damn, I think, yeah, we on the walk the same way. How I met him, we on the walk. I'm in H1 at the time, he in another dorm, and then he just pulls up on me. He was like, I think we were talking, what we were talking about, carnal?
You asked me where I was at.
Oh, yeah.
You asked me if I was Hispanic.
Yeah. Oh, let me tell you some funny ass shit. So he's Mexican, right? When I met him, he told me he was Filipino. Look, this how fucked up this dude is. Look, the man, cause in Changane in Georgia, all Hispanics ride together. Like, cause it's us against everybody at the end of the day. No, I ain't trying to throw no salt on nobody, no other race, but in prison, it's segregated like that. Like, it's us, when it's a war goes on, if it's a Hispanic involved with any other organization, they look at all Hispanics like Mexicans. That's just period, you know what I'm saying, in Georgia. So if one of us goes, we all gotta go. And that's just rule, that's just law. And so he talking about something, I'm Filipino. I got, and the whole time for like 5 years straight, I really thought this motherfucker was Filipino. One day we drinking, he was like, bro, I was just lying to you, bro. I'm fucking Mexican. I'm like, you motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? And we just all click, We just all click, and there been times where we going against everybody in the dorm. All the other organizations, I ain't gonna say, names or the type of gangs, you know what I'm saying? But it used to be us against 50 motherfuckers with hella knives pointing at us, and we got our shit, you know what I'm saying? And it get real tough, man. It get real tough, but we survived through it, and now we home and we living life and we enjoying it, That's what it's about. That's what it's about.
So how were you guys able to knock down the sentence then?
So I went to trial and lost. They gave me a 50 to 30-year sentence. My co-defendants, I went back on appeal. My co-defendants end up saying like, hey, look, he ain't had nothing to do with the guns or whatever. My lawyer told me, look, the DA is willing, it basically, because I got a motion for a new trial. They said, if you take the trafficking charges they'll give you a 20-year sentence. I was like, well, shit, trafficking is non-violent. So I knew I could parole out.
Okay.
So I was like, okay, cool. She was like, that's your best bet. I said, let me think about you. Like, you got like 2 days. I called her, I was like, look, fuck it, I'm gonna take it, you know what I'm saying? Because I had already been down like 4 years. I'm like, I probably do about 4 more years at max. At max, I knew I was gonna do 10. I was like, shit, and I wag, I'll go home. I parole out. So I ended up doing that. Luckily, I run into him. He got the same thing I got going on. I tell him, look, bro, when you go, this is what's gonna happen. When you go to your appeal, this is exactly what's gonna happen. I'm like, if they offer you time, just take it because it's a lesser sentence than having a violent crime, you know what I'm saying? So that's how that ended up happening, man. I went back for my appeal, and I ended up taking the trafficking charge, and I just left it at that.
Okay.
And I paroled out.
How much time did you end up serving then?
I did 6.5.
Okay.
So yeah, so I came home on parole.
Okay. And what about you, Chapo?
Shit, I think we all on parole. Yeah. So with my situation, actually, I got locked up. I got locked up 2 weeks after I graduated high school for trafficking methamphetamine. I had got set up by 3 different agencies. It was I ain't gonna say the names, but it was 3 different agencies that arrested me at the time. I was 17, turning 18. Literally like 2 weeks after I graduated high school. I cannot make this shit up, man. It was crazy. And I actually got set up by an individual that was somebody in the streets that was trying to get his time reduced.
Damn.
So basically he threw me up under the bus so he won't go to prison. And they ended up giving me 30 due 15 on a trafficking on 1 kilo of methamphetamine. And I ended up doing 8 years out of that 15, and they paroled me out. So in state, I tell people all the time, state and federal time is 2 different things. Federal time, you gotta do damn near 85 to 95% of your time. Really like 85, good time, this and that, but mostly 90, 95%. So with state, it doesn't matter if they give you 30 years. If it's non-violent, it's parolable. You can parole out within 5 years. So it doesn't mean that, you a snitch if you got them get out and you got 30 years, you do 10 years. As long as it's state, you could parole out if it's non-violent. So at a 30 due 15, out of my 15-year sentence, I did 8 years.
Okay.
I actually just paroled out when it was last year in February the 8th. So I only been home about a year and a half, something like that, a year and a half.
Okay.
And I got like 30 years on parole.
God
Shit.
damn.
You
That's
think-
it. That sounds like a trap right there.
Literally.
But the good thing about parole, man, and I'm gonna say this, a lot of people in prison, they're like, oh, parole's fucked up. All they care about is a check, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Literally.
as long as you don't make this motherfucker job hard, they don't they don't care. Listen, man, send the people their money, call them, and that's it, you know what I'm saying? You good, as long as you ain't just doing bullshit, they're like, oh, this fool stay in trouble, I gotta go keep going to this court date or whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
They don't care, you know what I'm saying? Like, we just, as long as they feel like you handling business, like, okay, he's an individual where he's staying out the way, he's just not no bullshit, you're good. You know what I'm saying? Like,
No.
And I'm sure it's better than being locked up.
it's way better than being locked up, you know?
But they did try me. Let me tell you something. I got them owed 2 different counties. God damn, they literally tried me. I don't know who the hell they think I was, but I am not one of them big ass drug lords the world has ever got them seen. You know what I'm saying? And they got me paying one county $1.2 million, and they got me paying another county $1.3 million.
What
and
the
I gotta
fuck?
pay these folks monthly. Yep. So in total, I ain't gonna lie, I owe these folks a bag. I ain't gonna lie.
How the hell are you supposed to ever pay that off?
Hey, let me tell you, when I came home, I went to see my parole officer. They told me, I never seen somebody owe this much goddamn money in restitution. Who the hell did they thought you was? You know what I'm saying? Like, you're literally gonna die on parole and still paying these people.
For real.
And it's crazy, but that's how the state works. They charge you for restitution fees to pay the court, the parole, anybody involved. I think they even paid me for them to put the cuffs on me at this point. But yeah, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. And I think after like 5 years, I go in front of the judge to get it reduced. If I don't get no new charges, I don't know how that goes. I only been home for a year and a half. But like Primo said, man, as long as you're not catching new charges and you're on parole, they're not gonna mess with you. They're actually real lenient. They just want to see you doing good and not not getting in police space, basically.
Okay.
Stay away from the police. That's it. That's it.
I dig it, man.
And I ain't got that going on. I don't even be in my own hood no more. Ain't no need to, I own my own businesses now. I got a beautiful wife at home, kids, everybody taken care of. And why would I even be in the hood? So I could get robbed? No, sir. You know what I'm saying? Or so I can get killed, or y'all can think that I'm gonna get caught up with a RICO act? No. While I was in prison, I got caught up with a RICO act. So I know how that goes.
Jeez.
Just being around certain individuals that got stuff going on gonna bring you down.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
We ain't got that going on now. No, sir. That's why I did all that goddamn time, so I can get these folks out my face.
I dig that, yeah.
They lucky I ain't go back to Honduras on their ass.
So talk about, this transition coming home and like you guys said, kind of changing your life and everything too, man.
So when I first got out of prison, I went to prison at 18. I come home like at 25, 26. That shit was hella different because now all the little kids that ain't jump out the porch yet, now they all thugging. So now it's kind of like,
crazy.
You look at them like, damn, bro, I just left all that shit. It is a big transition, you know what I'm saying, when you first get out. Luckily, I had already have a sack, you know what I'm saying? Like, I already had money, so I wasn't, I'm desperate for money, you know what I'm saying? Like, I wasn't desperate for money because I already came home with the bag. So that's a good thing on my behalf. I think all our behalves. So we weren't really hungry for the money. A lot of motherfuckers get out and they don't have nothing, so they got to go back to either what they know, robbing, selling dope, whatever, you know what I'm saying? What I did, I invested all my bread into like properties, like tax sale properties. A lot of people don't know about that. Somebody in prison put me on.
Oh, shit.
So whenever I got out, I started doing that, and now that's what I do now. So I got a couple on going. I just collect my rent once a month. So now I'm good, you know what I'm saying?
No, you good.
So I just collect my rent, you know what I'm saying? And that's just how it goes. But luckily, I got a cousin owned a boxing gym. So when I first got out, he was like, shouts out to Kino Boxing too. He was like, look, man, I'm gonna give you a chance. Cause I was like, bro, I need a job, parole, tripping. They said they want a job, you know what I'm saying? They got it. So he's like, look, bro, I'm gonna give you a job, you know what I'm saying? I was like, all right, bet. So I pulled up to his gym. Understand, I do prison workouts. I do burpees, I do pull-ups, push-ups. They got weights and shit in here, you know what I'm saying? So he's like, hey, you want to train with him and shit? I'm like, yeah, okay, everybody, let's do burpees. And they're like, what the fuck? Like, that's prison workout. And of course, I look like I'm from prison, you know what I'm saying? Like, I look straight out of chain gang. And he was telling me like, bro, you gotta do weights and shit, bro. You can't just have these people on strict prison workouts, But big shouts out to them though, you know what I'm saying? Like he looked out for me, Yeah. So that was a good thing on my behalf. But after that, I told him like, look, bro, I still show up here and there, you know what I'm saying? But now I just got my own wave with the rental property, so I don't really need that no more, but I'm still there for that,
Yeah.
So it's a big shout out to him for that.
No, that's dope right there, man.
Yeah.
So Chapo, talk about this transition, since
Oh yeah, man, it been a big blessing, man. Like, and look, you better hear me have so much passion on what I'm about to say. But I got the best authentic Mexican food the world's ever tasted. Ralitos. When I was in prison, it was a sad story that my father-in-law, like I told you, I'm married. My father-in-law passed away while I was in chain gang, and it was a situation where he was actually defending his daughter from a domestic, relationship, and old dude pulled out the gun and, killed my father-in-law.
Oh, shit.
And then ever since like that happened, it took a big hold on my family, and cause literally like it happened in front of all my little brothers and sisters, like our whole family, you know what I'm saying? And dude ended up actually shooting his damn self right after too. He ended up killing himself after he, figured out what he did was wrong, and he knew the consequences behind it. That's another story. And my wife used to tell me like all the time, like, hey, his dream was to open up a food truck. His name was Raul. So, and I was in prison when all this is going on. And she told me, so one day I'm like, okay, I got some little money saved up. We're gonna buy a food truck and we're gonna name it Ralitos. And we literally painted it like flower colors, the way he liked it, blue, orange, yellow, with a bull on it, with a flower in the middle. It's real beautiful, man. We actually we're located on Veterans Memorial Highway at the Exxon gas station every Friday through Sunday from 12 to 1 p.m. Well, 1 o'clock in the morning. I'm gonna have to say it, And and we sell the best authentic Mexican food the world's ever tasted. Like, I ain't trying to downplay all these other Mexican restaurants, and the recipes that we got is from my wife's family, San Luis Potosi, and it's the ingredients is like all authentic. Like, it's nothing Americanized. You got some Mexican restaurants that are real, like, Americanized Mexican food. This is none of that stuff. Like, it's the real deal, from the tortillas, from the salsas, from the meat that we have. Everything is fresh too. We don't have nothing frozen, nothing packaged. Everything we get straight from the butcher itself. And we just, like, the food and the love behind the food, you could tell when the food is good, when they cook it with love, you know? And when you come to, like, our food truck when we're outside, and you'll see the love. You get greeted, you get everything that you need right away. It ain't like one of them places you just could come in, what you want to order, this and that. No, we actually, like, have passion to everything we do, from my little sister at the register. There's nothing but family at work here too. Everybody does their job. I'm the promoter, my little sister the cash register, and my wife, and we got another head cook. They're over there whipping it up, you know. And man, you definitely got to stop by.
Yeah, I was about
too.
to say.
Yeah, you got to stop by.
Might be up there tomorrow, bro.
Yeah, and man, and I'm just so proud because we all came as a family. You know, like, even when we did the grand opening, when I came home too. Man, it was like we had the whole family out. You could see, like, it was just full of love, and the energy was good, and just being around that environment makes everything better. Yeah. Within the food, even the drink that you drink, you know, like, it makes everything better because the food is made with love. You're getting greeted properly. You're getting everything that you need. If you got a question, if you want your order fixed, we'll fix it right away with no problems. We're not gonna have no attitude about it. And we want to hear from the public, especially the customers. Hey, how did you like the food? Be honest. If we're lacking on something, tell us, we'll fix it. You know, that's what it's all about, good customer service. And man, Raulito is just a blessing because, like I told you, we don't even do it for the money. We just do it because of the dream that it was my father-in-law. He always wanted a food truck, and he wanted his wife, which is my mother-in-law, to run it. And she's the one that actually give us all the recipes. So, and it's just beautiful, man. Like, I'm real blessed with Raulito's, and it's doing actually good right now. And man, like, when I tell you, like, even when I talk about it, I get emotional about it, you know, because it's with a passion, bro. Like, I could talk to you about Raulito's all day long, bro. And my wife, bro, like, she's real excited. Every time we open it, man, she get happy as hell. You know what I'm saying? I just love it because I know what that means for her. You know, it's just, like I told you, it ain't even about the money. It's never about the money. It's about the love behind it and what it means. So when you come to Raulito's, man, you get that welcome. Hey, estamos aquí, the best authentic Mexican food the world's ever tasted. Like I said, I ain't trying to downplay these other Mexican restaurants, but listen, y'all got to get y'all stuff together because we real got the authentic food over here. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, so that's one of them. And while I was in prison, I actually invested in a lot of exotic dogs. We actually sell micros, pockets, XL bullies, and Frenchies, and we're doing good. My first litter, I went crazy. I sold each and every puppy within a month and a half. I'm the first dog breeder to do it. I ain't trying to downplay these other dog breeders either, but listen, man, I'm the first one to do it, especially only doing it in 1 year. You know, but like I tell people all the time, I got clout behind my name, and before I went to prison, I was somebody, and you know, I'm coming back home and just doing a lot of things differently. So, hey, you know, they better get their promotion up because we coming with it, you know? We coming with it, man. It's all about marketing, man. And I'm the marketer's genius.
There you go.
I'm the biggest gazpacho the world's ever seen. Oh, yeah, you know that?
No, that's super dope, man. Congrats on both of y'all being able to turn this shit around like that too, man.
Definitely.
Because I'm sure it's going to inspire other people too that are watching
look,
this shit.
Anywhere we go, they swear we sell dope. Y'all just don't even know. Listen, man. We just look like it, man. Listen, we've been doing this since we're like when we was doing our things. We already did our time for it. You know what I'm saying? It's about leveling up, like my boy Ricky be saying. It's about leveling up. You know what I'm saying? And hey, when it's time to prosper and do better, you just gotta learn how to do it. If you got a little bit of money, just make sure you do it, you know, in the right way. Like when I was in prison, I was doing I was doing stocks. I was on the stocks real heavy. You know what I'm saying? Like I got money in stocks right now. Just been sitting there for like 3 years now, you know? It's just about knowing how to do and move, you know?
Yep. Oh, that's true, man. So let's you know, transition over to the music. How did we get into, you know, have we been cooking up together or
nah?
How did this all come about?
So look, I really wasn't into music at all. Like, but you know, bro used to do music from in prison.
Okay.
So one day, me and bro on the street, we linked. So we was kicking it for him, and he was like, bro, let's hit the yo. And I was like, bro, I don't really rap. I don't really do music. He was like, well, fuck it, just see what you come up with. So he just go to playing beats and shit. And then I dropped shit like, yeah, fuck it, let's go, boom. I said, you know what? When I used to go to prison, when I was in prison, I used to go to the hole. The hole is like where you're locked down, you know what I'm saying? So you don't got shit else to do. So I used to write, and just to see what I could just bullshit around. So I showed him some shit I had. When I wrote, he said, oh yeah, that's it, man, we going now. And we ended up coming to yo. And then, that shit just went from there. Like, even to this day, like, I still feel like, with the music shit, I feel like I don't really take it serious. I just feel like it's just like a hobby. Like, I just do it for fun, Yeah. But he's the one who took me to the yo and was like, hey, bro. He opened up the door and was like, hey, bro, get in there, you know what I'm saying? And of course, that shit nerve-wracking, you first. I didn't know what the fuck I was doing and shit like that. But he was like, bro, that's just it, you know what I'm saying? Like, you got the image, you're a real street dude, like, so a lot of people used to always run up on me, tell me like, hey, you rap? And I'm like, hell nah.
Just look like you do.
I just look like it, you know what I'm saying? I'm a street dude, you know what I'm saying? So they'll be like, it's crazy because they don't really see that out here. They see more like Mexicans, like, or Hispanics that look like me more in like Texas, Cali. So even when I go out there to Cali and shit, they'll be like, hey, you be rapping and shit? Like now I tell them, yeah. But back in the day, I'd be like, hell no, like, I just look like this. So, he opened up that door for me on the music shit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, and y'all got a bunch of songs out. Talk about this twice a week, man.
Oh yeah, twice a week, man. Go ahead and talk to him about it.
Twice a week's more like more our past life, you know what I'm saying? We talk about the bricks dope. We talk about, trap shit. Cause I come from that, we come from that. And I understand a lot of people can relate to that, you know what I'm saying? Like a lot of people can relate to, hey, all they know is motherfucking selling dope, fucking hoes, getting money. People can relate to that, you know what I'm saying? Which that's what we come from. So, like I even tell them, I'm like, bro, all I make is trap music, like. And it's not that I just want to simply make that. I got to try to get myself to break from that, you know what I'm saying? Because I feel like my mind is so stuck on like, that's what I come from. So I'd be like, damn, that's what I rap about, But I want to break that because everybody in the whole world doesn't listen to trap music, you know what I'm saying? Like only a certain select individuals listen like to trap music, But I just feel like, that's some shit I do want to break. I don't want to just keep rapping about drugs and shit like that. I do want to break that. But so eventually that is gonna happen. I am trying to work on that, like not just make specifically street music.
Yeah.
I want to make shit like party music, music for girls and shit like that, you know what I'm saying? Not just strictly hood music, you know what I'm saying? Like even though people fuck with it, it's just more like, it's just a smaller circle, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you definitely reach more people.
You reach more people doing other types of music because it's more like, not everybody sells dope, not everybody's being in the trap, not everybody, you know what I'm saying, is in that lifestyle, So I'm trying to reach out like that.
Yeah. And then y'all dropped this song called Dinero, all in Spanish too.
Oh yeah.
Man. Talk about that one.
Man. I'm gonna tell you some funny shit too. Like I said, it's always like good vibes, good energy, man, and it be just so coming out so natural. My boy Texas, we in the studio, I'm like, Texas, bro, like you need to get on the song. I'm always the one pushing folks like, hey man, let's just do some damn music. Cause like I told you, I grew up on that. Like I love music, I got a strong passion for music. So we in the studio, and I tell Texas, I'm like, hey bro, get on the song. You know what I'm saying? He said, all right, man, I'm about to vibe. He go to picking up a cup, poured him some drink. We were sipping some Reposado tequila. I think it was some Don Julio or something. And then he go to drink. He said, oh yeah, I'm about to get the vibe right. So he just goes in there and he didn't write nothing. He just goes in there freestyling the whole hook. Dinero, dinero, yeah, ya no lo veo. Dinero, dinero, yo, ya no lo veo. And then like he literally just singing. And I'm like, oh yeah, that bit right. We all at this point, we all lit. We all lit right now. And he just vibing. I'm like, man, let's just stay in there, finish it. He goes in there and just, yeah, no lo veo. Like, just a cool look. He from Texas, by the way. He just a cool-ass Mexican from Texas, vibing. You'll think he got goals all in his mouth, the way he got them vibing the song in Spanish. And it came out so perfect because we're talking about a group of friends that came from nothing. Now we're up having everything and enjoying life. So you see what I mean? We all was in prison together, and then we come home, and we all have emotion. Everybody got their own business going on. Everybody, like, if we could call each other up and be like, hey, let me hold some, let me hold 5,000, let me hold 10,000. I know he'll give it to me. I know he'll give it to me. I know my boy Tyson will give it to me. You know what I'm saying? And likewise, they can call me, same thing. And that's what real friends are about. When you got a strong circle like that, man, like you can't be beat. How can you be beat when the circle is tough like that? You just can't. And that song right there, literally, like, we all came. I came in right after him. He talking about las prendas, you know, everybody having jewelry on. We outside, we popping bottles, we having fun. He talking about, yeah, we having money, we ain't even worried about it no more. And, you know, these police, they already done got us, but they can't get us no more because we legit now. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is the type of vibe we on now, and that's the energy we want to bring to the world. We want to bring that energy, like, you don't got to be in the streets acting gangster, bro. You can actually do it another way and actually move on from it, because all that street stuff is played out. Because when y'all boys get that life sentence, man, y'all going to be looking sick in themselves, man. And ain't nobody going to be sending you no money if it ain't your family. Ain't nobody going to be sending no letter. They ain't going to be picking up the phone with you if they ain't really rocking with you. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I tell you, like, when you got a group of people that you actually lock in with, you got to cherish them people, because hey, we could be here one day and gone the next, you know? And that's why, man, that song, Dinero, and the way we all came in, that shit means so much. And we went to Puerto Rico, had them Puerto Ricans like, oh yeah, these motherfuckers ain't bullshit.
But we did that music video in Miami though.
Yeah.
Okay.
We did that music video in Miami. So that was pretty player out there. We actually did that shit on the jet, the exotic jet rental cars, like the fucking
I saw
on
that,
the boats.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a boat, but it's like a jet ski car. That shit was pretty player. We did that in Miami though, but so yeah, man, that shit's crazy. You know how just.
You guys working on a new project together, or kind of just focus on singles and videos? Or?
When I tell him, let's go to the studio, he said, yeah, man, we're going to go to the studio. Like I said, he don't be doing music like that. I really be telling him, like, hey, man, let's go to the studio. We actually got to finish this one record that we just did. We should be going probably this week. I don't know. You got to ask Primo about it. My boy got his own schedule. You know what I'm saying? Like we said,
be busy, man.
We all be busy. You know what I'm saying? But when we link up, man, it be good vibes, good energy. We're going to get it done, though.
Okay.
We're going to get it done.
So do you have a solo project in the work then, Chapo?
Man, I ain't gonna lie, I got a lot of music that even like before I went to prison, like I was doing with a lot of different producers and a lot of big producers from Atlanta. I got new stuff coming out with DJ Plug. I got new stuff coming out with Bobby Critical. These are all good producers that I knew since I was a kid. And like, oh yeah, I'm about to drop this one song called My Lil Woe with Ayo Jabo. He one of the top super producers in Atlanta. He was actually on one of Lil Baby's first album. He's one of my good friends, and we about to drop that one probably tomorrow. It should be released, the music video, yep. Okay. And just working, and I be trying to get them boys on the same path, man. Let's fuck it, let's just do it, man. Cause like I said, just look at him. My boy sauced up, fresh as hell every day. Tatted from head to toe. He's a superstar. I'm gonna tell you right now, Primo Blue is a fucking superstar. He just don't even know it.
And they say I look like Lefty Gunplay, man. Lefty Gunplay look like me, man.
Oh yeah.
That man look like me, man. And that's no cap. And me and one of my partner, Miles G, my little cousin Peso, man. We're in Cali, we're in LA, we're in Hollywood, bro. They push up on me. They're like, "You OTR?" I'm like, "What the fuck is that?" They were like, "Oh God, that's Lefty Gunplay." I'm like, "Man, I ain't no Lefty Gunplay, man. That nigga look like me."
Hey, talking about.
But yeah, man.
That's funny, man. I fuck with that shit you dropped with Calico Jonez.
Oh man, appreciate it, man. That's my man. You know, Calico Jonez met me when I was like 15, 16 years old. He used to pull up to me in my hood, man, and just show me mad love. Like he always embraced me when I was a kid, you know. And ever since like the way he embraced me, especially the level that he was on, I was still in the streets, deep in the streets. So it actually showed, like, he showed me love like he knew me already, like if I was one of him, like one of his people. Mm-hmm. And the way he just put his arms around me and always showed me love. If I called him like, "Hey, yeah, bro, if I ain't busy, I'll pull up." He even pulled up to the one of the hood studios we had in Marietta, and just to show love, and pulled up, dropped a verse for me, actually gave me a hook and everything. And he'll be pulling up with his whole peoples, you know, with his entourage. pulling up in his Bentleys. You know how he rock,
yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Big Phantom shouting. And he always showed me love, man, and I really appreciate that friendship. He actually pulled up to my grand opening of Ralito's food truck when I first came home, man, and the whole time I was in prison, he used to check up on me, you good, you know what I'm saying? Like, hey man, keep your head up. Like, he used to just send me messages just to uplift me. He a real good friend, man. I actually consider him a friend, not like these other industry artists or nobody. Like, I really, like, when I lock in with certain people, like, I actually look at them like family. I can actually say that that's my brother, you know?
Yeah. Nah, Calico definitely a stand-up guy.
Yeah, man, like,
for
he's
sure.
real. Like, he's a real one. He's definitely a real one, because he's not the type of person, he ain't gonna pull up on nobody by himself with all his jewelry on in a damn $200,000 car if he really doesn't feel like he's comfortable with you. And just for him doing that with me, you know what I'm saying? And I really appreciate that, because he knows that, like, how I'm rocking. Like, he knows that I'm, you know, I got my own motion and he got his motion, and I'll never, like, have him pull up anywhere where he could get messed up at, you know what I'm saying? So just for him doing that right there, I got mad respect for him, man.
Real shit, man.
He definitely, like, he'll pull up to the hood like, hey, you know, big body, Rolls Royce, all that. You know how he rock, man, and he's definitely a good friend, man. I definitely got mad love for him.
Yeah, shout out Calico, man.
Calico Jonez, boy. BML, CDYE, oh yeah.
Considering you guys been through so much in your life, man, can y'all give some game to the youngins, man? We can start with you, Primo.
So first thing I'm gonna say is, bro, don't believe none of that bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Like, make sure you get you some money and stay out the way. Look out for your people, because at the end of the day, if you get a life sentence, them folks not gonna look out for you. That shit's over with. While you behind the wall, your people dying off, the world, when you out of sight, you out of mind. I had to remember that myself. Like, I would be so bad at people. I'd be like, damn, man, they forgot about me, all the shit I did for them, you know? You're out of sight, you're out of mind. So the best advice I can give you is really focus on yourself, you know what I'm saying? Like, you try to become somebody. Don't just go off, and don't be nobody else's crash dummy either, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, motherfucker telling you, like, hey, bro, do this or do that. Nah, hell nah. If you ain't with it, don't be with it, you know what I'm saying? And always remember, at the end of the day, if you are doing something for somebody, whatever, you know what I'm saying? But just remember, do you think that person gonna take that life sentence for you? When they tell him, do you want a life sentence, or he gonna get that life sentence? Cause I done seen it where co-defendant take the stand and be like, hey, it was bro, you know what I'm saying? I was like, damn, boy. You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck? After everything I did, you know? So what I always tell the youth, especially like from my neighborhood and shit, I be like, bro, just get you some money and just stay out the way. Make sure you take care of your people, you know what I'm saying? Like, you ain't gotta be all this street shit, show people how tough you are, none of that shit, you know what I'm saying? End of the day, that shit really just all the image, and people just make it look good and sound good, when that shit's not what it seems, you know? Once you realize that, like, you know, being behind the wall, I realize that, like, man, a lot of shit motherfuckers talk about, they're not even here doing it, you know what I'm saying? Like, motherfuckers be like, oh yeah, I could do this, I did that. It's real easy to talk about it, but when the motherfucker really did that, now you're fucked up, now it should be looking crazy on your behalf. So just stay out the way, you know, stay out the street, focus on yourself, you know, stay in school, don't believe in that shit. I ain't never been to high school. I dropped out of middle school. I wish I would have made it to high school, you know, but just stay out, you know, stay out that bullshit, stay out the street shit, all that shit's bullshit. Fuck all that shit, you know, stay out the way, man, you know what I'm saying? Focus on yourself, be somebody.
No, that's all the game right there.
Most definitely.
Exactly. Yeah. And just to pick on what, you know, Primo Blue said, man, it's all smoky mirrors. When with certain situations, it's all smoky mirrors. You'll have big homies telling these youngsters, like, yo, I'm this, so you gotta do this and follow route, or else, you know, you ain't gonna be down. And all that be cap, man, because at the end of the day, man, if you a grown man, bro, you know what you gonna have to do to survive, and you know that if another person is involved with you trying to survive or whatever you're trying to do in the streets, that person ain't gonna, 9 times out of 10, he not gonna be down for you the way you down for them. And that's why I be like, even like certain individuals that I know that are crash dummies, I tell them all the time, like, listen, bro, you don't gotta be a crash dummy to be cool around me, bro. Like, you don't gotta, listen, man, I don't do all that cool point stuff like some people feed off of it. I know some people that will literally feed off people like, yeah, I'm about to go, yeah, man, I'll shoot this. Whatever you want me to do, I'll do for you. Like, man, listen, when I got people around me that do that, I know how to deal with them. I'm like, oh, no, I need to go ahead and park your brakes, bro. This not the move. Don't tell me these things so you could be cool in front of me, bro, because I really don't care about it. You know what I'm saying? Just like you said, just be you. You know what I'm saying? Because being you and just staying out the way, it might be the best decision of your life, or it might save your life, you know? Listen, I said this on an interview that I did for Ralitos on my food truck. I know every person that got a life sentence that I met in prison literally tells me if they could change everything that they did from the time they caught their life sentence, they'll do it 100 times over, because now they can't even bear the fact that they will never go home to their family. And it hit different when somebody tells you, a real cold blood killer tells you, if I could change what happened that day, they would change it 1,000 times over, because now I never go home. I'm gonna die in here. And it don't even sit right in my heart, because it's like, damn, like, you know, like he just said some real stuff. And there's some people that just want to pick up the gun and start shooting people for no reason, when they don't know in reality what comes with you picking up that gun and shooting somebody. Even if the person don't die, if you get, let's say 20, 25 years for attempted murder, boy, you're gonna feel after 3 to 5 years, you're gonna feel that time. And then you're gonna be like, damn, I still got 20 more years to go. Damn, I still got 15 more years to go. And every day you gotta wake up around the same people, bro. There's a lot of miserable people in prison. Every day you're gonna have to wake up to the bullshit around your environment. And ain't nothing pretty, You got some people, you got the robbers over here, you got the crash dummies over here, you got the people over here that's never coming home, and they just waiting for you to say something to them so they could kill you. So it's just like, man, like, why would you wanna live like that? You know what I'm saying? Like, why would you wanna live around other men? First and foremost, you around men. You ain't around no females.
All day.
You know what I'm saying? All day. Every day.
Oh, and
you gotta look at them.
Bunk mate with a man. So just remember that.
And you gotta be like bunk mates with people you never met in your life. And if you don't get an upstairs room, you're gonna be in a 3-man cell. That 3-man cell is hell. Imagine a 3-man cell where each bunk bed is this far apart from each other. Your toilet right here. So when you on lockdown, you gotta put a sheet up where that person gotta take a shit. And you gotta smell that shit. Or you got to put a jacket or a sweater or a shirt around you so you won't smell his shit. And he got to keep flushing. Every time a turd go down, you got to keep flushing. Imagine doing that for 10, 15, 20, 25 years. And that's why I tell people all the time, if you're not ready to take that time and actually go in prison, bro, where all the gladiators are, because I tell people all the time, when you go to prison, you better be ready for gladiator school. There ain't no guns, ain't no grenades, nothing. You got to use your fist and your goddamn and a knife. So if you ain't ready to bust that knife on gladiator school, first of all, if you don't know how to fight, oh my God, I feel sorry for you. If you not ready to damn stab somebody in the neck or the leg or the stomach, or if you not ready to receive a stab in the neck or the stomach, man, you might as well just go in the hole and be on PC the rest of your time, because that's what's gonna happen. They gonna test you. I got tested when I was in prison. You know what I'm saying? I got stabbed in the goddamn shoulder, all that, you know what I'm saying? And so these things happen. It don't matter how much money you got. If they see that you pussy, or if they feel like you not what you talking about, or let's say you come in there acting gangster and you not with it, with the program, they gonna test your gangster. They gonna see if you really gangster or not. Oh, so you shot 10 people on the street, but you coming in here and you don't wanna fight or you wanna do that? Oh, you pussy, get out the door, you know? And this is either you're gonna become a blood, a GD, a Crip, a Muslim, because you can't, if you're not Hispanic, you ain't gonna be with us. You know what I'm saying? So you're either gonna be in the gang or you're just gonna stay out the way. That's how it goes.
But even with the gang shit said, like even when they be joining gangs and shit, your own brothers can peep that shit. Like, nigga, you only joined the gang because you were scared.
Because you were scared.
You see what I'm saying? So they gonna be like, you ain't going for that. So a lot of people think like, oh, the gang will save me. But I done seen that shit flip script.
And you
like,
know,
oh, nah, hell nah.
And you know what's so crazy? A lot of gang members that are on the street now were not gang members before they went to prison. They became gang members when they got to prison. They became gangsters when they got to prison because they had the people around them and behind them. You know what I'm saying? And that's how it is. Like, I know a lot of so-called gangsters that are gang members that became gang members in prison and came home. Now they the biggest homies in the world.
But I done seen vice versa. People gang bang on the street, get to prison, quiet. I don't gang bang no more. And that's like, damn, you know? Facts. But I'm gonna say this though. if you are a big homie and you teaching your little homie some bitch ass shit, or you telling them to do some shit for you because you scared to do that shit, that's some real bitch ass shit. Yeah. Give a kid the chance, you know what I'm saying? Like, you got a bunch of little kids who you trying to make them crash out because you scared to go do the shit, or you don't want to do the shit, you know what I'm saying? So you tell the little kids, hey, you go shoot his house up because another nigga fucking your bitch or some shit like that, you know what I'm saying? And I see hella kids crash out like that. Like, they'll be like, man, bruh sent me on this shit, and now I got a life sentence because a nigga was fucking his bitch and my big homie told me to go pull up and spray, you know what I'm saying? And I be feeling fucked up, 'cause I be like, damn, bro, you were basically misled, now you got a fresh ass life sentence and you ain't gonna make it home. Like, I don't respect that shit at all, like, bro, that shit's not player, you know what I'm saying? Like, man, that's why I tell a lot of youth, like, bro, just be real mindful of who you look up to and make sure they ain't trying to use you as no crash dummy. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? So most definitely.
Cause they will crash you out, man. They will crash you out so quick, man. And guess what? You'll get crashed out. They'll use the crash dummy to go crash you out. You'll catch a life sentence. Now they're in the bed like this. Yeah, they just went for it. I went and handled that business. You know what I'm saying? And they ain't even gonna care about you.
While you in prison with a life sentence,
fresh life sentence, they just chilling. Like, yeah. And now guess who's making it seem like they're more bigger now? The person that sent the dummies to go do it, now they want, oh yeah, he got power. While this little young dude just went and got 30 years, you know? And it be like that. That's why, like, if you ain't about I tell people all the time, if you don't got your own car, if you don't got your own house, if you don't got your own money, bro, what the hell you around me for?
Shit,
you just another person. You just another person that's trying to leech off me. You know what I'm saying? Or you a liability. Put it like this, if you don't got your own things that you have, where I know for a fact that you're gonna cherish or, you know, absorb where you won't go to prison. Like, when you got motion, people that got motion are not gonna do dumb stuff, you know? Versus you go around 5 motherfuckers that don't got a car, don't got a house, don't got no money. Guess what? They're gonna be looking at you like a free lick, or they just gonna be like, oh, I could crash out because I don't got nothing for real. Versus me, I got a lot of stuff to lose. They don't got nothing to lose. I got more stuff to lose than them. So I know they're gonna do dumb shit before I do. So guess what? You gotta remove yourself. That's why, like, listen, anybody around me, they got their own car, got their own spot, got their own money, they got their own business, they got their own motion, because guess what? Ain't no hate around us. I don't want to be around, you know that saying, you be around broke people, you're going to be broke. You be around people that got business about themselves, you're going to have business about yourself. And it's like that for real. Yeah.
And I don't even have no problem giving the game on like how to do certain shit. Yeah. The problem is that when niggas take it sweet, like, oh, I feel like he's a lick now, or because of this, or he done got soft, or this, or he's not the same person he used to be. It's not even nothing like that. It's just more like, you grow up mind-wise, and you're like, okay, now I'm worth a ticket. Now I'm worth some bread. Now I can't just be hanging out with certain individuals, you know what I'm saying? So, and I always tell, like I tell you, like all my little homies from my hood and shit, I always tell them, like, look, bro, get you some money. You can invest in this. You can go this route. You can go this route. Don't just be stuck on the same mindset, you know? So that's most definitely thing. Like, I don't mind showing the motherfucker how to get it. You know, that's not a problem. Like, I can show you, like, look, bro, you can go this route, this route, this route. Just don't be fucked up in that same mindset, you know? Yeah. So yeah, man, most definitely.
You can show somebody the water, but you can't have them drink it.
No, that's true, man. Yeah. All right, you guys want to give shout outs before we wrap it up here?
Oh, yeah, go ahead, pop it out, Primo.
Hold on, what we doing?
A shout out.
Yeah, shout out anyone you want to, anyone you want to shout out.
You go ahead. I don't know. I don't know. I'm saying, because shout out like what? What do you mean?
Like shout out at your peoples, man.
Yeah. Oh, shout out my people?
Yeah.
I'll pop it off.
Go ahead, pop it off.
Ya saben cómo está la vuelta. Honduran Catracho, Chapo Work, the biggest Catracho the world's ever seen. Chapo Work, Mr. Oh yeah, listen, man. Me and Primo Blue just came over here off the porch, man. We did our big thing, big interview. You understand me? Got my motherfucking brother Texas. Follow him on Money Making Texas. You understand me? On Instagram. My boy Tyson, man. You know what the fuck going on, man. You understand me? The biggest Tyson. You understand me? Big homie Tyson, man. Hey, I just want to say, man, like, make sure that y'all follow Ralitos.mex, CDYE Bullies, CDYE Frenches. You understand me? We got them going global. We taking over the world. Y'all say, nah, feka. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, man, y'all already know the fuck going, man. Primo Blue in the motherfucking building, man. I brought my crew with me, man. Y'all already know what's going on. From behind the block to now we fucking off the porch. We been off the porch, but we jumping off the porch on the stage. So yeah,
Los
man, big
Tigres.
shouts out to everybody, man.
Listen, man, we the goddamn biggest and the richest Latinos in Cobb County, Marietta, Atlanta, Georgia, Roden Robbins, Athens, y'all saben, oye.
VVS y oro around my cuello. Y eso hijo de puta no